Hey, what's up? What's up? Joe in Vegas here, back with another review. A few weeks ago, I added an email address to my YouTube channel just for whatever reason. I don't know, in case anybody wants to send me a death threat or something like that. I figured they should know how to get in touch with me directly. So when I added the email, I was surprised. I started getting a lot of emails, and I did get a lot of emails from people asking me to review different things, different restaurants, things other than concerts here in Vegas, which makes sense to me. I mean, this town there's so much going on in this town. There's so many people coming in and out. When I started this channel, it started as concerts, and then at one point I decided, hey, I'm out. I'm in these restaurants. I should start reviewing restaurants. I should start reviewing other things. And I do here and there, but it's just work. Honestly, it's a lot of work. But I'm going to try to be less lazy because I do see that I am helping some people, and that's kind of why I started this. If I can save someone money, if I could tell someone that something is worth it and worth your time, you're only here for a couple days. You picked the wrong thing and you kind of fucked yourself. So consider me your drunken Vegas Sherpa, and I will do my best to guide you to certain things. If there's a show you want me to check out and review, send me an email. I had a couple people email me after I went to that Transfix. I had a couple people email me about the Imaginarium over at the Westgate Hotel. I think it's called Imaginarium 360. I think that's their website. Yeah, Imaginarium360.com. So the new thing, and I said it in my review of Transfix, the big thing now is Immersive. Immersive is like the hottest thing in the world. So, these experiences that people can walk through and become part of, and I guess it's probably something to do with the fact that we've spent the last 5-10 years sitting behind a screen, and they figured out a way for you to go through the screen now and get away from your screen and go into an experience instead of just watching an experience. And I think that's the whole psychology behind these things. And the internet has brought everybody together, and we're able to find artists from around the world that are just so creative, and you're inspired differently and stuff like that. So I believe it's 5 acres. It's a big, big area. I was really surprised by this thing. I'll get into it a little bit, but it's basically it's in the parking lot of Westgate. I think it's about 5 acres. It's surprisingly big. It's $30 a head, which is not so bad. I'm sure it's a little cheaper for kids. Let me see. I should look this up. So it's basically this light show of immersive. You go through pathways, you go into these little boxes, and I'm going to show all the video. It's really hard to explain experiences like this just with talking. So the good thing is I took some video, and I have some cool video, and sorry, I'm just trying to find the ticket prices. So the ticket prices are adult on a weekend's $27, child is $21, military $23. They have 2-packs and 4-packs. 4 admission tickets is $88. So it's very family friendly. Not a terrible price for what you're getting, honestly. So you just follow these pathways. You go outside. So obviously you want to try and go when the weather's nice, but and it just takes you down these little roads, and then there's these little boxes that you walk into, and you just are completely immersed in this art. It's beautiful art. If you appreciate art, if you love art, you will be in heaven. How do I say this? It's the kind of place, if you get a little bit, high, you're going to have probably a better experience. I was just drunk. That's me. But I could see people going there on a mission, and it's pretty cool. So you start going into these little boxes. There was a dinosaur. There was an animated dinosaur. I'm sure there was a guy in there, but his mouth was animated, walking around. It's kind of like an explosion of your senses. It's really like Alice in Wonderland, Willy Wonka. It has that kind of vibe to it, and it was pretty freaking cool. And it's like a selfie dream. It's if I'm not an Instagram selfie kind of guy, but if I went with my girlfriend or a girl, someone or a guy even these days, but people who love taking selfies, this is like a dream. There's one row. I'll put a video of these boxes, and it's like each one is its own theme, and there's probably 10 of them. I'll put the video up here. I mean, that is selfie heaven. That is picture heaven. If you're in a relationship and you want some nice pictures with or a family, even with your family, go there just for the pictures. You'll have beautiful pictures for the rest of your life for $30 a ticket, which is pretty cool on its own. So, but that's like a side part to the actual art. By appreciating the art and walking around the art, every corner you turn, there's something more amazing. There's mushrooms everywhere and flowers everywhere. Dragons galore. If you love dragons, animated dragons, every corner you turn. They're making sounds. There's statues and little walkways, little what's the word, like I forgot what it's called, but these, things you would walk through, rows and all floral and lighted, and again, very hard to explain, but you got to watch some of these videos that I took and some of the pictures that I took, and I think you'll get a sense of it. Now, the ticket price I think is worth it. Yeah, I think it's a good price. I think this is not something that you should plan for your main event for the night. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. This is something to do before a concert or before a show or before dinner or after dinner. It should be part of your plan. I went to Rod Stewart earlier this night. It was done really early. We had some time, so it's open late. On the weekends, it's open till midnight. So it takes about an hour, I would say. If you're stopping to take more pictures, probably somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour and a half, depending on how many pictures and selfies you end up taking. Now, all that's positive. I have one negative thing that I kept thinking to myself. I don't know if it's a noise ordinance because of the neighbors. They needed better music. The sound, the music there, it just felt like there was a radio station on in the background in the distance. Like you could hear the cars on the freeway more than you can hear the music. So when you're in an immersive experience like that, you should have music blasting, EDM music, whatever kind of music you want, something to finish off the mood of the visuals. Audio is just as important as the visuals. So it should be this full circle of video and audio. Visuals and audio. And I felt like the visuals were there and the audio part was definitely not. There was one corner that the music got louder. That's like where the speakers were, but I don't know if they had speakers through the whole thing. If they did, it was too low. It wasn't the right music. It just felt like a radio station. I think that hurt it. The monorail track goes right over it. So it's kind of cool. That kind of gave it also a futuristic thing where you're in this Alice in Wonderland thing, and then all of a sudden the monorail comes shooting by. But you are also close to a freeway, and you are close to a major street, major cross street. So you do hear the car traffic. So that would be my only critique of that is they should work. I think the show's only open for a few more weeks, so I'm not sure if they'll be back. You should go check it out. I think it's worth the money, but don't make it a main part of your show, of your night. Make it part of something else. Go to a show and go to that, or go to dinner, go to that, go to the Bellagio Fountains. Go make it a stop for your night, not the main part of your night, and I think you'll be very happy. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 9, probably straight up 9 out of 10. It was really enjoyable. I was actually surprised. I didn't think it would be as good as it was. They just got to work on the audio. I think it would make it much better. That's it. Thanks for listening. I hope this helps someone. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. And that's it. Thanks for listening. I will see you at the next show. Bye-bye.